arrested. This woman here has put this hot mess in my head and is now calling the cops on me because I don't want to pay for it, and I asked her to take it down.
I render a service for an individual. However, I had solid issues at my salon, so I can't render it.
This woman has put this in my head and wants me to pay for it.
Not willing to pay, so I advised her that step by taking if she does not want to pay for the service. However, she asked me to take the service down. I told her that I could, but that's still a fee. However, she's not willing to pay anything.
Don't lie to the police, babe. I asked her to give me my money back because this is a hot mess and she can take this out.
She's trying to leave and she's yelling outside.
Babe, I'm not trying to leave and they can watch the video.
She's yelling outside the apartment.
Okay, well they can watch my video.
Yeah. She's trying to leave in a Murano, I think SL, Navy Blue, and she's recording me, but I haven't did anything wrong.
You're lying to the police right now.
Oh no, every woman's worst nightmare, a jacked up hairstyle. Let's analyze this from a legal perspective. Number one, let's start with the hairstylist. The hairstylist is right. She rendered a service and she could possibly have the customer arrested for theft of services, which in most states is a felony. All right. So anytime you render a service and you make the customer aware that you expect to be paid for the service, you complete the service and the customer refuses to pay, then that customer could be arrested for theft of services. But in my experience, most likely the police would have shown up and just told them this is a civil matter that they have to handle in court, and they probably wouldn't have arrested the customer. Okay. Number two, the stylist complains about being recorded, but there is no reasonable expectation of privacy when you are standing in a open parking lot outside. So in this case, the customer was correct. She could continue recording at her leisure. All right, now let's switch over to the customer and how could she prevail in this situation? Number one, she could file a lawsuit for breach of contract. She could argue that the hairstyle she received was below industry standards for what a reasonable stylist would have provided. Okay. Now her hair was not damaged, so she wouldn't be able to sue for negligence or anything like that, but she definitely would be able to file suit for a breach of contract. And if she won, she would be most likely be able to get her attorney fees and also cost of court from filing the lawsuit. Okay. Number two, the customer should report the individual to the licensing board in that particular state, because it doesn't look like from the apartments and things like that, I don't see an actual salon, so it's quite possible that the hairstylist is not a licensed cosmetologist and you have to be licensed to do hair. Okay. Number three, the stylist, it sounds like she was lying to the police from what the customer was saying, and so it is a misdemeanor to lie to the police, so I also will file a report for that with the police. All right, so